I'm having a fabulous light show out here, out in the night, underneath a tree. There's bugs that are coming in front, so if you see some moving around, that's what that is. And I'm thinking about, the state of things that are happening now in the world. Things that are happening in my section of the world are probably what's happening in everybody else's section of the world. Well, not probably everybody's. I'm in the States. I'm in the States. We have what's so-called, we have freedom. There's a lot of people that are compliant, though. What's bizarre about being in the States is that people seem to be just going about their business with their sock monkey disguise on. I call it the sock monkey. The sock monkey look. Doesn't everybody look like a sock monkey when they put one of those cloths on and strap it around their heads, around their ears? They look like sock monkeys. At least that's how it appears to me. I'm not trying to make fun of them. People are fully invested into feeling secure, and if that's what it takes. Some kids sucked on their thumbs for longer than others. I'm not going to make fun of a kid that's sucking his thumb. I never didn't when I was a child. I didn't make fun of other kids who sucked on their thumbs. I didn't make fun of the kids that cried on their first day of school. Whatever it takes for somebody to feel comfortable, all the more power to them. But I'm not going to suck my thumb just because you do it. And I'm certainly not going to look like a sock monkey just because you do it. I'm going to keep living my life like I have been ever since this thing started. In the States, most of us were shut down March of 2020. My best girlfriend hung herself during the isolation period. She'd had a breakup in January of 2020, which was really awful on her boyfriend's part, but he was a controller, so I should have seen the signs when she cut her hair. She always told me not to cut my hair, that I looked like an amputee when I did, and I was giving away my power if I did. Couldn't agree with her more. Only thing is, she did it. She did it. She did exactly what she told me not to do. She didn't tell me not to take my own life. She didn't do that, but she did save my life. She saved me from a situation, and she did it with her own finances. And she helped me out, and I feel like she's saved my life and took her own. And without going into details, it's better if I spare you the details. It's better that you just realize what I found out, that some people are better off not in isolation. Especially after being broken up with, not having kids. She didn't have any kids. But she had a lot to live for. But when you're isolated, it can do a number on your head. It really can. So, it did a number on hers. And, the problem was, they didn't even find her for days. So I'm sure she had left a pool of body fluids below her body. And the woman was beautiful, truly beautiful. And in an Irish sort of way, because she was Irish American by genetic DNA. Being a Mick something or other. My friends, I had many Mick friends. Mick this, Mick that. No McDonald's friends. No McLovins. but she was not able to stay the course, and you never would have guessed it from her text messages with me that she would do that, except for one. And it was one in which I said to her, I mean, why are they so afraid? I mean, death is nothing but transmutation into another life form. We don't die. We just know we expire. We leave this body and we become, our consciousness moves someplace else. And she said that was a nice thought, Kathy. That's what she called me. Not Kat, not Kathleen, but Kathy. Sometimes she called me Kiki, Pumpkin, Sweet Pea. Mainly Kathy, Kath. Yeah. So she took herself out, and I had a dream about her, and she was a baby, so I think she's born again into a better family this time, one that's not narcissistic, and one that would care for her and love her like the tender soul she is. The fun, vivacious, bubbly, interesting, effervescent, creative, and vital true spirit that she is. So that's what my point is, really, is that we're all of that, and that people would be afraid to die. Why are people afraid to die? And what makes you think the current situation on the planet is going to create death? Like, why is it such a weird phenomena that people think it's going to kill them? I sincerely want to know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't understand it. The terror that was on people's faces whenever I went shopping and I didn't have a mask on, and the way they would jump back. Not all of them. Usually it was women. Usually it was younger women, the Gen Z variety. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, those suckers are so programmed. So who knows what is going to be for us in the future? I for one, am not really going to sweat it. But I observe the sock monkey phenomena has started again. And so I'm imagining there's going to be other things coming up. I'm not imagining. I'm kind of like waiting for the other shoe to drop, hoping for the best, expecting the worst. Thinking that it's best to enjoy these last days of summer waning before we hit the vernal equinox on September 21st of 2021. That's 9/21/2021. Do the numerology on that. I'm not sure if this is going to fall on the 22nd this year or not. I'm imagining it's on the 21st. 9/21/2021. Because that's going to be a time, that's a time of magic. That's a time that any black magician who has got nefarious plans may just pick to do some nefarious shit. But for all you white magicians, it's a really good time to harness your own energy, because that marks a day of equal day, equal night, and the beginning of darkness, when we will have increased darkness as the daylight gets shorter and the moonlight gets longer, meaning the nighttime will have gained the upper hand, and we'll have shorter days and longer nights. And then the longest night of the year, is being, of course, the winter solstice, which is December 20th, 21st, somewhere in there. And then that marks the ever-increasing daylight hours. So the point as far as equal day, equal night equinox is the vernal equinox of September. And then the nighttime will wax, daytime will wane, and then during December 21st, it'll be the darkness. We'll have 3 or 4 days of darkness. Like, let's say it's the 22nd of December. Usually it's the 22nd of December. And then the 25th, which the Christians took as Christ's birthday, is actually the 3 days the sun rises. That's Christmas, Candlemas. But essentially, in the old pagan calendar of circular origins, it's all about the cycle of life, the circle of time, the circle of the seasons, the circle of the sun, the circle of the moon around the earth. And is the sun going around us, or are we going around the sun? Or is the sun going in circles, or is the moon going in circles? We don't know. We don't know. Science has fed us so many lies. I don't know what to trust anymore. So, what's this all about? Well, it's all about this. If you want to get a jab, get a jab. But don't ask me if I've got one. It's none of your business. Just like my favorite sexual position is none of your business. I don't like anal sex, but if you were going to ask me whether or not I've had it, I'd say, like, it's none of your business. If you're going to say, did I ever swallow somebody's BJ? I would say, it's none of your business. If you were to ask me anything about my sexuality, I would tell you, it's none of your business. Well, the same goes for the jab. And my son alerted me to that. He said, doesn't matter whether I do or I did not. It's none of anybody's business. Fact, Jack. It's none of anybody's business. You do what you do. That's the wonderful thing about being a creature on the planet, an animal in a human form, really, on Turtle Island. So, I'm not gonna laugh at the sock monkeys. I'm gonna consider them children with a security blanket, and I'm going to honor people, their privacy, and I'm not gonna divulge my private things, my things that are privy to me. I'm not gonna spread far and wide. It's none of anybody's business but my own and my Creator. So there. It's a beautiful night. Enjoy your life wherever you are.